Welcome everybody to the Relocation Football League RFL Season X. Now here in week 8, and we are so alive, and it is absolutely crazy here. Oh my God, we are absolutely wild here in Mexico City, as we are going to bring you guys the DC Marshals, who stand at 4-3, number 2 in the NRC East against the NRC South, leading 5-1-1 Mexico City Diablos. And we have a user head coach matchup, as we got Coach Hodge coming in to take on Coach Forbes. Should be a great one to watch. I'm excited to call it. It's Pecan in the booth, the final game of Tuesday night, before all the premier games of Week 8 play for you guys tomorrow and on Thursday as well. That's going to be enough for me. Turn the... that crowd is loud. They are loud tonight in Mexico City.
Menu narration set to 100.
You can quiet down, lady. I'm pretty sure that's it. Alrighty, so DC, they come into this game 4-3, coming off a win against the Dublin Celtic Tigers as they march to a 4-3 record. And Diablos, they started off the year 0-1, went on 5 straight wins, and then they had a tie against the Tampa Bay Tigers of all teams. They didn't lose, but they also didn't win. But that allowed the Memphis Steamers to take the number 1 seed. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this game. This should be a fun game to call. A bunch of users in this game too, so I know they're all excited. So let's get down to the field. Live here in Mexico City, as they're going to kick this ball off. So DC will start with the ball first. He's going to return it. And here comes Leo Moon, the former quarterback out of West Virginia, now in his 4th year here in the RFL, as he's going to try and get DC to a 5-3 record. They're going to hand a ball up, and this is Terrence Ward, who leads the team with 400 yards, two touchdowns on the year. Last week against the Celtic Tigers, he had 12 carries for 67 yards. 2nd and 6. Moon takes snap. He's going to drop that right in to Amari Manuel, the newly acquired wide receiver from the Brooklyn Barons, as they had a big trade, as they traded away Kyshawn Williams. As now he's going to throw it here to Jarrett Funches, who will get the first down. So a new set of downs for the Marshals. 1st and 10 at the 49. Moon takes snap, play action pass. Pass is almost intercepted, as that was brilliantly knocked down by Keani Jones, the former Chicago Cougar. And Moon takes snap. Has a lot of time to throw, but ran out of time to throw. He had to get rid of that. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Moon takes snap. Looking, pass is thrown, and it is incomplete, broken up, as he tries to get that to Sean Acosta, as that will have to bring the punt team out. So, first punt of the day for Cole Cruz. See how well this punt. It's not a great punt, only a 19 net yards, and here comes the rookie out of Clemson. About 1,600 passing yards, 63% completion percentage. 9 touchdowns, 4 picks on the year for the rookie quarterback out of Clemson. Colorado Rivers, one of the most... Oh my goodness, this Madison Axel is a big hole, and he is gone. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Diablos. And just like that, Madison Axel, who has over 150 rushing yards more than anybody, leading the league in the RFL in rushing. He has 910 yards coming into this game, and he's about to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark. If he just keeps having runs like that. Touchdown, Madison Axel. That is his 11th touchdown of the year. His 12th total, as he does have one receiving. So the extra point is up, and it is good. As we already have an injury on the field. Can't really check out who that is. Can't see the number yet. And it looks like Morris Wright will have to go to the sidelines to go get checked out. But how about that? So after they get all the way down the field, just one play is all the Diablos needed. And he was gone. You know, the Diablos last week, they tied, and I tried to check with Pat, you know, trying to see when was the last time that we ever seen a tie, and you know what they say, tie, no one likes to tie here in America, in the States. Oh my goodness, Terrace Ward takes a big hit. There's a very famous saying that I'm not going to say here, but, you know, there's a reason why we don't like ties here in the States, but still, it helped them out. They didn't lose, so still staying at 5-1-1, and brought down for the sack, Marvin Wolforth. So he gets his 8th sack of the year, making quick work of the left tackle. Takes snap, 3rd and 18. It's going to be a screen play to Terrence Ward, and he's not going to get anything there. As he was immediately brought down by Reggie Craig. So he's going to get himself a TFL for a 2-yard loss. So Cole Cruz and the punt team are going to have to come back out. Not giving the Marshals defense any time to breathe after they just allowed that one-play touchdown drive. This is returnable. So he's going to get it all the way to the 46. And you want to talk about a great position for Colorado Rivers to be in. I mean, he came in, went to the College Series national title game back in CS6, won a national championship in CS7. So this is a cornerback with a lot of prestige coming out of college. And Stephen Forbes says, you know, I'm ready to get my guy up the future. And he's going to throw him right in, especially with the talent that you got, especially when you make the trades to get Dior Gore. This is going to be another run to Madison Axel, and he will get the first down on his second carry of the game. You know, with the number 2 pick, they got Dior Gore out of Alabama, the star rookie wideout who leads the Diablos in all receiving categories. This time he doesn't get anything. But Colorado Rivers, he's going to be playing against his teammate in this game as the free safety, Juan Redden, who was the first-round pick for the Marshals, as he's currently out there on the field. And he's already been making himself a name on this Marshals defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and
3rd and 9 at the 43. They're going to hand a ball back to Axel, and he only gets 2 yards there. As that was a great play by Rayshawn Berry. He was quick to bring Axel down. Not trying to allow any big runs this time. So now they will put this ball away on the Marshals 41. Let's see this punt. Oh, and it's going to be within the 20. So at the 19, here comes Leo Moon and the Marshals. They got all the way down to the 49, and then they had to punt the ball away, and then just a bad drive after taking the sacks. Already 2 punts for the offense in this game. They're going to hand the ball up to Terrence Ward. Oh, and he breaks the tackle and is all the way down to the 28. 9-yard carry on the run. Under center. They're going to hand the ball off. And it looks like that's a run to Vince Reed, the rookie from the Utah Utes. Played for Utah in CS7 and CS8. Was one of the best running backs in the college series the last 2 years. A very underrated name who didn't get a lot of hype in regards to some of the other backs like Bo Sanders, but this is a very quality back to have that Darius Hodge wanted to take a chance on. Definitely a nice change of pace back between Ward. Leo Moon. He's going to throw it here to Amar Emmanuel for the 6-yard gain. Brought down by Henry Dockett. 2nd and 4 at the 40. Moon takes snap, feeling the pressure, and he's going to be sacked. And this Diablos defense is all over Leo Moon. And this is one of the best offensive lines in the RFL too. So these Diablos are just getting the pressure. They're getting right after it with Lou Burks. Right there to get the sack. Leo Moon's got to get rid of it. He throws it, and pass is caught. Wide open down the field, and all the way down to the 1. Jared Funches just found a hole in the defense, and great awareness by Leo Moon there to step up in the pocket and launch it downfield as the Marshals are now threatening to score all the way down to the 1. Going to have to see who they hand the ball off to. He's going to line up under center. Looks like it's Vince Reed back there. Nope, they're going to hand it off to the fullback, and touchdown Marshals. Michael Galloway, the former Longhorn, as that's going to be his first rushing touchdown of the year. As they're just going to play the fullback dive, taking a page out of the Explorer's book earlier tonight, as we saw the fullback dive go for 6 against the Gunners in the game before. 7-7, we are now tied here in Mexico City. And just like I said, with the Marshals at 4-3, you know, right now when you look at the playoff race, they're just right now sitting at 8th in the standing. So they're just right outside the playoff range. Nice little spin move there by Corey Polley, the former Miami Hurricane rookie wide receiver. And the Diablos are coming back out to work. That first drive, it was just a run to Madison Axel, and oh my goodness, he could be nope. That was cleaned up. Injury on the field. And Frederick Roper is going to have to go to the sidelines. And, man, even when you bring down a player like Madison Axel, he's just going to punish you. 2nd and short at 33. Colorado Rivers is going to keep the ball for himself, and he jukes out Lito Loso. How about that from the rookie? Gets the first down on the quarterback read option. We saw that a lot back in his Clemson days, as he's going to get the first down. So what a play by Colorado Rivers. Man in motion. And Madison Axel is just going to be stuck for a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 41. Man in motion. Play action pass. Rivers got to get rid of it, and that is batted down at the line. TJ Metcalf, the former Miami Hurricane, was there to knock that ball down.
12 yards to go.
Rivers takes snap. He's got to get rid of it, and he does, and that is a huge first down. Mike Mart getting the catch in coverage there too. He had a defender draped all over him, and it didn't matter. Was there to secure the catch. Got to look at who that was on the coverage there. Couldn't get a clear look at that, but Mike Mart with a huge first down grab. So new set of downs now for the Diablos. Rivers takes snap. He's going to check it down to Madison Axel, only for a 4-yard gain.
To number 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
34-yard line.
They're going to hand the ball to Axel as he breaks one tackle, but Lito Losa, he said, you may juke me out, but I'm going to get my get back there, as he was there to bring down Madison Axel in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. So good play there by the former Miami cornerback Lito Loso. About to end the first quarter, as that will do it Mexico City 7, DC 7. Second quarter coming up soon. Welcome back to Mexico City. Put your twos in the chat. Mexico City 2, DC 2. Rivers takes snap. He's got to get rid of it, and he can, and he is brought down for the sack. James Blackman, who leads the team in sacks. He has been the main guy on this defensive line as he gets his 10th and a half sack of the year, as that will have to bring the punt team out. So outside of that one play for Mexico City, Diablos have had to punt the ball away twice now. As that was just rolling to the end zone for a touchback. So here comes Leo Moon. And how about that third down play? Steps up in the pocket with pressure all over him and just launches one to Jarrett. Jarrett Funches as he gets all the way down to the 1, and it was a touchdown. Michael Galway in the fullback dive. Play action pass. Neil, oh my goodness, that is almost picked off. Feeling the pressure, and Marvin Wolfwork was almost close to picking that one off. They're going to play action pass. Moon, he's got to get rid of it, and he does. The Diablos pressure is fierce in this game. Lou Burks, the former Clemson Tiger from CS7, CS8, the rookie defensive lineman. What many say is one of the biggest steals of the season extra. Moon's going to get rid of this, but he's going to go out of bounds. So that will be a 3 and out for the Marshals, as they're going to have to put this ball away for the third time. As Corey Pollard is going to take the return. Nice little spin move, but he's getting it all the way down to the 36. And here comes Madison Axel.
At their own 36-yard line.
He's going to come into this game. It's, 930 yards. So here he has over 70 yards. Guy has been playing absolutely crazy. But didn't go crazy on that play. James Black in there to clean it up with Soul.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They're going to hand the ball to Madison Axel here, as this Marshals defense, outside of that one rushing touchdown, they've been containing Madison Axel as best as they can. Lito Loso there on the play. Rivers is going to have to throw it. Oh, and he's intercepted! And what a... Gotta see who it is. Marvin Burge, who has come in for Frederick Roper. And Marvin Burge gets the pick, forcing Colorado Rivers, throwing his 5th pick of the year. Marvin Burge, you know, he's stepping into the role that Roper would be in, but we haven't seen Roper back out on the field. And Burge makes a huge play, as now the Marshals are in Mexico City territory at the 39. Going to hand the ball to Terrence Ward, and he's going to be brought down for a 6-yard gain. Brought down by Marvin Wolfert there. 2nd and 4. Going to hand the ball back to Ward. Breaks off the tackle, trying to get it loose for a big gain, but he couldn't. Brought down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Chris Randolph there on the play. 3rd and 1 at the 31. And they're just going to hand the ball up right back to Terrence Ward. He has a lot of room to run all the way down to the 12 inside the red zone. And the Marshals starting to field themselves now. 1st and 10 at the 12. And they're just going to keep feeding the ball to Ward. Oh, my goodness, as he takes a big hit from the former Horned Frog, Clayton Zeno. What a big player he has been for the Diablos in his first 3 years here in the RFL. 2nd and 7 at the 9. Spread out here. Moon looking as that's going to be incomplete. Pass batted down by the leader of the defense, Reggie Craig. He was all over that. 3rd and 7. And look out for Big 96. And then we haven't heard too much yet. And what do I say? There he is. Ingram. I just said we haven't heard his name yet. Was traded over here in maybe one of the most insane, not gonna lie, one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen. As you just add a guy onto this team and it just makes an already talented D-line one of the best in the RFL. They were already elite without him, and they're just going to be extra elite. The field goal team is out, and it is good. DC now leads this game 10-7. So even after the sack, by Ingram, Diablos not going to get their chance.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Colorado Rivers after throwing the pick to Marvin Berg. Some usernames we haven't heard yet. 1st and 10 at 23. They're going to hand the ball to Madison Axel, and he's going to be stuck at the line only for a 1-yard gain. So they've been all over Madison Axel outside of that one play.
A gain of a yard brings up
2nd and 9 at the 24. Rivers looking, he's throwing it and batted down by the former Ohio State cornerback Joel Howard. And Rivers starting to feel the pressure. Because even though how talented this Diablos team is, don't let the 4-3 record fool you. This Marshals team is talented as they come to, and Rivers just overthrows that one. So that will bring the punt team out. And man, outside of that one play and of course a pick, it has not been going right for the Diablos on offense here. But how about that last drive? Even though they were sacked, that was a Terrence Ward drive, pretty much getting them all the way down to the 12. They did get the help from the pick from Marvin Berg, though. A name we haven't heard yet, though, DeAndre Campbell. Hasn't gotten very many looks, but he's also facing one of the toughest secondaries in the league. So we'll have to see if Leo Moon can get him the ball. Traded over here from the Sentinels in the offseason. They're going to hand the ball to Terrence Ward, and he's just going to be met instantly in the backfield for a loss of gain. Clayton Zeno was all over that one. 3rd and 6 at the 40. Moon takes snap. Fires it, and that is a complete pass. I just said his name, and Flame Campbell shows up in a big spot to get the first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
The thing is with Flame is that his speed is a big reason why he is so dangerous on this field, as he had Chris Randolph all over him. He's had issues with drops this year, but I know that's a part of Flame's game that he's going to want to get better at. And look who it is, Flame with the speed all the way down to the 2. I just said get him involved. They heard me, and he's involved all the way down to the 2. Leo Moon takes snap, fires it, then touchdown, Amari Manuel. Marshals extend the lead. And great play calling there from the Marshals, as Flame was there to get them all the way down to the 2. And then Amari Emanuel traded over here from the Barons, as Kyshawn Williams was sent over there, and Amari Emanuel shows up huge. As they are now to extend this Washington, D.C. lead to 10. And D.C. is starting to build a wall around Mexico City. Corey Polly on the return here. Gets a legitimate. He has a little bit of spaces. He's going to get all the way down to the 36. Big time return from the rookie wideout. And here comes Madison Axel. Look at that stat line. 1st and 10 at the 36. Now another name, I'm going to call him out here. We haven't heard Sharpie's name yet. Haven't seen him get any looks. Rivers takes snap. Oh, and he just misses a wide open target there on the slant. And it looks like Rivers might be a little bit, he might be a little rattled right now as he's going to fire this one deep. Oh, my goodness, Mike Martin's going to take a hit. And another name we haven't heard yet has been the top wideout selected in his draft, Dior Gore. So 3rd and 10 at the 36, trying to avoid a 3 and out. Rivers fires it. Oh, my goodness, great pass and even better catch. But it's not going to be enough for the first down as Mike Mart is just short. And that is risky. Whew. That is risky for a rookie quarterback to throw. Juan Redden almost there to pick off his former teammate from the Clemson days as they're going to have to punt this ball away.
Fair catch. Signaled for and taken.
Cole Cruz on the punt.
1st down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And here we go. Diablos defense coming back out on the field. First and 10 at the 12. It's going to be another fullback dive. All the way just a 2-yard gain.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Moon takes snap, and he is brought down for the sack, and we have an injury on the field. So they're just getting beaten up on that play. As that is going to be Kendall Hall, the former Ohio State offensive lineman, now in his 2nd year here in the RFL. 3rd and 13. Moon, he's going to go deep. Pass is tipped and incomplete. I was trying to see if there's going to be a person coming out of the camera view to come pick that one up. That one was in the air for a long time. Keani Jones on the coverage. So now the Marshals will punt this ball away. Jackson Cannon. Oh my God! Oh my God! What a hit from the former Georgia linebacker, Don Watts Jr. He just might have sent Corey Polley to another realm there. Oh my goodness! And here's Colorado Rivers. Juking out cornerbacks left and right, and he takes his own hit. Takes a big-time hit from Marvin Berg. As the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 at 38. Rivers takes snap. Oh, my goodness, and they are hidden. Them boys are hidden. 2nd and 4. Oh, it's going to be a little cute play to Sylvester Leach, but that ain't going to be for anything. You're going to try it. That's like you just handed a 35-year-old man on an end-around play. It's a bold one. And there we go. Dior Gore finally gets his name in the game. First catch of the day at the 24. Under a minute left to go in the first half. And Rivers is going to line up under center. Going to take snap. He's going to hand the ball to Axon. Shapes off a defender, and James Blackman was all over that. As a timeout's going to be called. You know the Diablos are wanting. And don't forget, the Diablos, they do get the ball to start the next half, so they need points on this drive. He's going to throw it to Sylvester Leach here. He's going to get all the way down to the 15. Sylvester Leach, the former Hog. Dior Gore goes in motion. 3rd and 1 at the 15. As we have Mike Martin now going in motion. It's a motion party. Play action pass. Got to get rid of it, and he overthrows him, and he had Dior Gore wide open in the middle of the field. If he gets that to Dior Gore just got to cut a field, and that's possibly 6 points, but now it's just going to turn into 3 points, and the field goal is good. Mason Morandi, 16 for 19 now on the year. As the Marshals, they have only about half a minute left to go, so they could possibly get some points before the end of the half. Make it a 2-possession lead. Nice little return by Vince Reed all the way down to the 25. So let's see, do they play aggressive or conservatively here? First and 10 at the 25. Leo takes snap. They're going to play aggressive here. Going to check it down to Terrence Ward all the way to the sideline. Gets out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Doesn't have to spend any of their 3 timeouts left. 2nd and 5. Funches going in motion here. He's going to check back to the left side. Moon. He's going to check it down to Flame Campbell. And he takes a big-time hit all the way down to the 41 as Hodge will call his first timeout of the half. And here we go, 1st and 10 at the 41. What will Hodge and the Marshals do? Moon takes snap, feeling the pressure. He's got rid of it. Amari Emanuel, 1st down at the 47. 13 seconds to go. Hodge and the Marshals will take their 2nd timeout. One more timeout. They're starting to get at least in field goal range for Kelvin Carlson. His longest of the year is a 660-yarder. Moon has all day to throw, and Funches has a lot of room to run it all the way down to the 30. And the Marshals will take their final timeout, and you got to see Kelvin Carlson is going to come out here. His longest so far was a 60-yarder, so this should be a makeable distance. Yeah, it is. This is at least going to be a 46-yard attempt. 18 for 18 on the year. And the kick is up, and it is good. So Washington is going to go into the half leading 20-10 against the Mexico City Diablos. Oh, there's 1 second left. Everyone just heard me say the most Midwestern thing ever with the ope. He's going to be brought down to 22. Halftime here in Mexico City. We will see you soon for the 2nd half. Welcome back to the RFL Season X. The DC Marshals 4-3 as they lead this game 20-10 against Mexico City.
At their own 26-yard line.
And so far, Mexico City, they have not been able to penetrate or get over this wall that the DC Marshals deep defensive line has brought ever since that big run by Madison Axel, and there is the wall there. As that's going to go for a 1-yard loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 25. And it's just been a rough day for Colorado Rivers. Missing wide open targets. Almost misses a wide open target there. Mike Martin is only going to get 2 yards on the gain there. Brought down by Blackman. 3rd and 9 at the 28. Rivers takes snap. He's going to keep it for, oh, he had the 1st down if he would have kept it for himself. But the rookie, he got the happy feet going. If he would have just ran, that was an easy 1st down. But instead, he chose to throw it away.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
So Leo Moon and the Marshals coming back out here. And that's what they needed, a 3 and out. 1st and 10 at the 32. Play action pass. Great blitz pick up by Terrence Ward. But oh my God, look at the hops by Clayton Zeno.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
As he just knocked that down. So here we go, 2nd and 10 at the 32. Moon takes snap, feeling the pressure, he's got to get rid of it, and he just gets sacked by the whole defensive line. That was a collaborative effort with Ingram, Wolfert, and Lou Burks. 3 players pretty much getting a sack there. 3rd and 20 at the 22. Moon takes the snap. Oh, and that was caught, but it's dropped by Amari Manuel there. Knocked out of his hands by Chris Randolph, though. Even if he would have caught that, he would have been short for the 1st down. So 3 and out for the Marshals. 1st and 10 at the 36. And here comes Rivers. I mean, and he had a chance to get the 1st down. If he would have just took off and ran off, he could have had an easy 1st. But instead decided to throw it away, forcing a punt. So here we go. New set of downs, new drive. New drive, new me, says Colorado Rivers as he gets a nice little 4-yard pass to Dior Gore with his 2nd catch of the game. Still haven't heard a lot of Sharp, though. 2nd and 6. Rivers looking, and he has a man down the field, and it's the reliable veteran Sylvester Leach all the way down to the 32. There we go. Big time pass there by Colorado Rivers. As he just finds Sylvester Leach wide open in the zone. Joel Howard there to bring him down. 1st and 10 at the 32. Rivers is going to hand the ball to Axel as he's just going to take a hit. But he gets a 5-yard gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5. Going to hand the ball back to Axel, and he's going to be met by this defensive line. This defensive line has been pretty stellar this whole entire game. They only have 1 sack, but man, as far as rushing defense, they've been great. There we go. Rivers now decides to run for it. Gets the block from Gore. Breaks off the tackle and takes a big hit all the way down to the 3. That's what we wanted to see on the last drive. Colorado Rivers doing what he did for so long in the college series. In the red zone at 3. He's going to hand the ball to Axel and touchdown, Mexico City. 13 touchdowns now for the running back. And Mexico City back in this game. That's going to bring the extra point team on. As what a great drive there by Colorado Rivers. It's been a shaky. It's been a shaky performance thus far. He had the pick thrown in the 1st half, and then of course made a very rookie mistake. But that last drive definitely showed up when his team needed him the most, getting a big pass to Sylvester Leach, a big-time run to get him all the way down to the 3, and just let Madison Axel take over. So here we go. Leo Moon and the Marshals back out. 3-point lead. As you know, the Marshals don't want to give up this lead, especially against a team like the Diablos here. As they're going to hand the ball to Terrence Ward, as he's going to break the tackle, but he's going to be brought down by Keani Jones. 3-yard run on the play. 2nd and 7. Moon takes snap, fires it, finds a man open in the zone, but he is just short. And here we go. We've seen this all year. The quarterback sneak at the goal line set in 3rd and short. Does he get it? Yes, he does. So new set of downs for Leo Moon and the Marshals. 1st and 10 at the 30 at their own 39. Takes snap. They're going to hand a ball up to Ward. He has a lot of room to run. And he's going to get a big-time gain all the way down to the 46. Terrence Ward starting to heat up, folks. Now in Mexico City territory here. 1st and 10. Play action pass. Moon. Pass is caught by Amari Manuel, who boxes out. He just boxes out Keani Jones to get the play, and he's going to hit the ball to Ward, and he's going to get a big-time run all the way down to the 14. As this has just been a great drive so far for the Marshals. First and 10 in the red zone now. They're going to do what they've been doing this whole drive. Terrence Warren just couldn't keep the speed up as Reggie Craig was there to blow it up. 2nd and 13, a 3-yard loss. 17 yards to score. Moon takes the snap in the gun. Pass is caught to Funches. He gets the block and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Marshals. Jarrett Funches gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. And what a game it has been for the tight end. As he gets the key wide receiver block there. And Jarrett Funches finds the end zone. Leo Moon getting his 13th touchdown pass of the year. Actually, his 14th touchdown pass of the year. So the kick is good, and Marshals extend this lead back to a 10-point lead. 27-17. As Corey Polly is going to return this out. As he's going to get all the way down to the 26. 17 carries, 94 yards, and outside of that 70-yard run, he has been mostly contained. He does have 2 scores on the ground. Madison Axel. Starting at the 26. Rivers in the gun. Takes a snap. Passes. Oh, it was deflected by the line as Zach Pritchett, but the pass was almost caught by Madison Axel. Takes snap as he's going to check it down here to Mike Mart for an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 2. Going to see, will they run the ball here with Axel? Nope, Rivers is going to keep it for himself as he's going to find Sylvester Leach. And even though you did draft Dior Gore and you got Mike Mart on this team, they traded away Piku McCall away to the minors, but they bring in a veteran guy like Sylvester Leach, who I'm sure has been a key influence on Dior Gore in his game. 2nd and 6 at the 45.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Dior Gore goes in motion here. Rivers takes that play action pass. He's got to get rid of it, and he can't. Brought down for the sack. Tyreek Bridges was the first one to greet him. And Tyreek Bridges and Blackman. Blackman's at least going to get credited for half a sack. So now this is just a bad situation. 3rd and 16 for the Diablos. Rivers takes snap. Nobody there to block. Zach Pritchett. Actually, excuse me, not Zach Pritchett. Tyree Fletcher almost there. 4th and 16, so they're going to have to punt this ball away. It's all the way down to the 31. And gotta say, I mean, for as great as the Diablos are, I mean, this is a defense to really show what you can do. And they just have Rivers rattled in this game. Moon takes snap. He's going to hand the ball to Ward as he gets the first down all the way down to the 41. First and 10 at the 41. They're just going to hand the ball back to Ward, but he's going to be brought down instantly by Lou Burks. second and 10 at the 41.
41-yard line.
And that will do it here in the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. DC 27, Mexico City 17.
The second down pass. Caught by number 12. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback is sacked. Loss of 12 yards. And it's 4th down. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Number 26 is the ball carrier. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1. It's a gain of a yard.
Yeah, I've been on mute this whole entire time. I've just been talking. No one has been hearing me.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
I got kidnapped there, man. I had a lot to say there. Anyway, 2nd and 9 at the 35. Sharp breaks off the tackle as he gets a 6-yard gain.
To number 89. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Rivers doing a lot of dancing. He's still dancing all the way down to the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 50. Rivers takes snap as he's just going to just gently find that into Dior Gore. As Dior Gore firmly grasps it in his hands for the catch. Madison Axel is going to take a big hit as that's going to be an injury. Yeah, if you want to talk about the Rado Road, you know, that's what that was. He was doing a lot of dancing. Didn't have any dancing partners though. Got to work on his moves. 2nd and 9 at 37. Rivers has a lot of time to throw, and that is going to be broken up. Great coverage there by Don Watts Jr.
9 yards to go.
3rd and 9 at the 37. They're in field goal range, so they can get some points, make this a 1 possession if they don't convert here. But they will convert. Dior Gore just puts Don Watts on an island there as they are now threatening to score at the 16. Rivers takes snap. He's going to keep it for himself. Will he get it? Yes, he does, and he will score And the Diablos are back in it. And Rivers just had a DC defender. Frederick Roper just Marcus Williams himself. And the Diablos are back in this game. Only down by 3. The radio rodeo alive. Only down by 3 now. What a game this has been. Here we go. Vince Reed is going to take the return at the 27, so this is going to be a big one right now for Leo Moon and the Marshals. If I'm Hodge, you definitely got to think that you want 6 on this drive. Take it back up to a 2-possession lead, just under 7.5 minutes to go in this game. Play action pass, and Moon's going to feel the pressure, and Marvin Woolfolk with his 3rd sack of the day. 5-yard loss. The Diablos starting to feel themselves. They feel that the momentum is in their favor. Going to check it down to Sean Acosta, getting an 8-yard gain there at the 29. Big 3rd down here, probably the biggest 3rd down for the Marshals yet. If they want to win this game. Feeling the pressure, he's going to get it to Sean Acosta, but he's going to get stopped. And another player is injured, and Marvin Woolfolk is injured. So that could be a big-time loss. He's been having himself a big game. 3 sacks already in this game. And you know the Diablos are going to want to hope that he can come back in this game and he's not hurt for any long periods of time. So here we go. Corey Polley has just been taking big hit after big hit. Here we go. Colorado Rivers. We've seen so many times from him clutch drives in the college series, whether that was against Miami or Florida State. So many legendary drives from the Clemson cornerback in his college series career. Will he have one here in the RFL as he's just going to hand the ball to Madison Axel all the way down to the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35. Rivers takes snap. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, and I wonder if that's going to count as a sack. It probably will go down as a sack, though. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Rivers fires and just short. Finds Sylvester Lee. So here we go. Another cornerback sneak here.
Brings up 3rd down.
They snap the ball, and they will get it. So new set of downs. Under 4 minutes left to go in this game on their own 46. 27-24. 3.5 minutes left. In the gun. Rivers. It's going to lay an RPO pass to Dior Gore, but gets nothing on the gain. Lito Loso all over that. And what a day it's been for Lito Loso. He's been all over Dior Gore this whole entire game. Rivers takes snap. Fires and he has Sylvester Lee. Oh no, that's Mike March. Mike March all the way down to the 29. They had him covered on Tyreek Bridges there. As they were playing man-to-man, and Mike March marches his way down the field as they are now in field goal range. Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 29. 2-minute warning is approaching. Rivers fires it in, and that is going to be complete. Joel Howard there to bring Sylvester Leach down. 2-minute warning is here. Starting to feel it. And the Diablos are feeling very hot to go right now. 2nd and 1 at the 21. Rivers. He's doing the rodeo, and he's going to find room to run it all the way down to the 10. 1st and goal. And here we go. First and goal. Under center. They're going to hit a ball up to Axel. And it's a touchdown. Diablos. Axel with his third of the game. And it's a party in Mexico City right now. Max and Axel. Just go back to old reliable. Kick is up and it is good. Mexico City takes back the lead. And here we go. And you know Stephen Forbes is feeling the hype. I'm feeling the energy. This is a great one to be calling, guys. 31-27. Vince Reed all the way down to the 24. So here we go. First and 10 at the 24. 76 yards to defeat the Mexico City Diablos. Does Leo Moon and Hodge and the Marshals, do they have an answer? So they're going to fire to Flame. He's going to get a 6-yard gain. Second and 4, DeAndre Campbell.
It's a pickup of 6.
Getting his 4th catch of the day. Second and 4. Just over a minute left to go. Funches goes in motion. Moon takes a snap. Fires it. It is intercepted! And Mexico City is going to take over! Keone Jones! And the Diablos are feeling hot. Keone Jones traded over here from the Chicago Cougars. And he shows up in the biggest moment where they needed him. First and 10. The Marshals still have all 3 of their timeouts. And they're just going to hand the ball up to Axel. And he gets a 5-yard gain. Hodge is going to have to call his first timeout. Here we go. Second and 5. 5 yards, and they win this game. At the 30. They're in field goal range at least. Send the pressure, and he has all the room in the world to run. And the Mexico City Diablos get over the DC wall. And they're going to leave here 6-1-1. What a game. Rivers is just going to take the ball and kneel it out. And that will do it. Mexico City down by 10. Come back to win the game. As they will go to 6-1-1 on the year. Stephen Forbes hyped up about that one. As Darius Hodge and the DC Marshals back to the drawing board. As next week, you know, the Diablos, as they are going to be going back to, they will be going to Tampa Bay to take on the Tigers to try to get back a win that they feel like they could have had. And next week, DC is going to be traveling to Boston to take on the Boston Shamrocks. So 2 divisional games for both of these teams. And the Diablos trying to get back into the number 1 seed. Still chasing after the Steamers. That's going to do it for me, folks. This was a great game to call. It was Pecan in the booth. More RFL action for you guys tomorrow and on Thursday. And, of course, the game of the week on Friday night. I will show you guys the stats, and then I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great night, and we will see you next time here on the Relocation Football League channel. It's RFL Season X. Don't miss out. Good night, folks.